Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, Aquarians, let's go ahead and take a look at whatever the frequency shift may be for Aquarius right now. There's lots and lots of electromagnetism, there's lots of solar flares, there's lots going on energetically right now. And I recently got this crystal back up and I couldn't wait to use it. It took a long time to get here. And when it finally did, I was like, how perfect. So, it's a good time for this, considering we have some pretty big solar flares going on today. So we start with a King of Swords, Page of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. This, to me, looks like... I honestly think that this is maybe a change in opinion that's coming up for Aquarius. Aquarius may be looking at someone that they never would have dreamed they could potentially fall for. And now they're like, wow, that person's kind of rocking my boat. I didn't picture that I could potentially develop feelings for whomever this person is. Now, this could be a stunner. I'm not 100% sure yet, but it could be that this Aquarius could already be in a connection and they're shocked to discover that they're seeing somebody else who they're thinking is their partner, or they could have been dating somebody and then they see this King of Swords and it's like, why did I not see before that they're actually a better match for me? It is, I would say this is definitely Aquarius's vision is changing as it pertains to this person who we're now going to say is a King of Swords. But let me go back to that 10 of Pentacles though. Temperance and 8 of Cups. It's either that Capricorn, I just did a Capricorn message, so forgive me, Aquarius. It's either that Aquarius thought that they were, could never look at somebody that way again, only to be stunned to discover that this is the person that they would want to still have in their life. Like maybe somebody is looking at a partner that they thought they were breaking off with, or a partner that they were like, we're not going to make it. And now that they're changing their mind, because this says there's something different happening. There's some kind of either a sense of peace about leaving a relationship because they've met somebody else, or staying in a relationship and saying, no, actually, I'm falling in love again with this person. Hang on. I'm going to say 51% of me says, I think Aquarius is making peace with ending a connection with somebody else. Like maybe they already had a relationship that was ending and they're actually saying, crazily enough, I'm actually even happy now that it's ending because I see this other person. This King of Swords is of greater interest to me. As King of Swords might be where I'm actually meant to go. So of course things had to end here. 51% of me says that's the story, and 49% of me says maybe the Aquarius is about to fall back in love with somebody. No, we're going to go with the 51% of me that says, for this storyline, I feel more committed to this storyline. Aquarius is going through an ending, or there is a known upcoming ending of a connection. And it's like maybe Aquarius and somebody was like, let's just get through the holidays, or let's just go ahead and let stuff ride out. But I think Aquarius is like, no, I don't want to let things ride out. Actually, I'm okay with the idea of ending something because I feel like I'm supposed to go a different route now. There's more excitement and even like a calling or a pull toward someone else. And we don't even see their full face yet. So this could be... this is something where Aquarius, the reason I talk about an ending is because standing here ready to leave with that 8 of Cups and the 2 of Wands is also standing at a crossroads. Even though something seemed like it was working, the truth of it is Aquarius has been ready to go, and it's become more clear to them now. Have they already met a King of Swords? Or is this just Aquarius has like a premonition that I'm supposed to actually go in a different direction? It feels like Aquarius is closing a chapter. We have the Star. I don't think Aquarius has met this King of Swords yet, so I don't really think that this is a story after all of Aquarius saying, "Oh, I'm leaving one person to go be with the other one, even though I haven't dated them yet. I'm way more, the King of Swords is hotter than who I've been with." It's not that. This storyline has subtleties to it, and it's not like, okay, I'm dropping one person like a hot potato to go, hop into a connection with someone else. And it's not like, oh, there's my, whatever my prize. I might be, breaking up with one person, but that now it doesn't bother me because there's somebody else hot that I'm looking forward to playing with. It's not that story. This is much more meaningful and much more subtle and much more mysterious. We do have a subtle knowledge for this Aquarius, and please remember these are fictional stories, where this Aquarius is saying, I actually know that wherever I have been, and maybe this is just Aquarius has been very invested in spending a lot of time with their family and spending a lot of time with, extended family, and that's been great. But deep down, they're like, but I'm going to need to start spending more time solo because I sense that there's somebody up ahead I'm supposed to meet. And it doesn't mean I haven't thoroughly enjoyed all the time I've been spending with my family. My family's great. And it's precious to spend time with grandparents and such. We don't get everybody around us our whole lives. Not everybody is going to be with us forever. So we want to spend time with our loved ones and our elders while we can. But I think either Aquarius has been doing a lot of that. They've been very family oriented, very homebodied, or like I said, they've been in a relationship even that it wasn't like that was unhappy, but it also isn't where Aquarius's destiny lies. And they kind of already have known that. And now they're at peace with that, saying, yes, I do know. I've known for a while that a day was going to come when I was going to have to branch away from what is comfortable and good and nice, but it's because my path still leads me onward. And it's not that I see some other hottie where this is just like, ooh, I just want to go kiss their lips instead. Or I want to not hang out with, Nana anymore because I want to go see if I can get, something cooking with this hottie. That's not what it is. It's someone Aquarius hasn't even met yet, but they sense that their life path is someplace beyond where they currently are, even though where they are is wonderful. This could also be about career path. This could be an Aquarius who's like, I've had a great run. I'm not leaving a job because I didn't love the job. I've enjoyed it, but I know that there's another place and another path that I'm supposed to pursue. It's kind of an amazing thing when we are saying, I'm ready to move further in my life, but not because of discomfort, but because I have to keep reaching for the thing that I intuitively know is up ahead for me. And I've known that this was coming, and I can't even see the way forward. I only know me. And then this is Aquarius right there on the star card, right? That's what the star card is Aquarius energy. And it's like, this is the time for me to move forward, to lean into the next chapter, which is crazy because we have the Hanged Man and we have the Emperor in the reverse. Either somebody's not going to be happy to hear this and they're going to say, well, why don't you at least wait? Why don't you at least wait? This is inconvenient for me. This could be a boss who's going to be like, when are you thinking about moving on? Can you, and for their own comfort, they may really want to bog things down. This could also be, someone in the family saying, what do you mean you're going to be moving away and doing your own thing? Like, we're relying on you to help take care of Nana. And it's like, I want to be there for family, but I do have to also pursue the thing that I'm meant to do, the life that I'm meant to live, the place I'm supposed to go. This could be a very difficult thing to explain to anybody else, to say, because here's the warning is that I think Aquarius is going to get the guilt factor heaped on them because we have an Emperor in the reverse. I will go ahead and just say it bluntly. The Emperor in the reverse is the one in the wrong. Trying to get somebody else to do what you want them to because it's more convenient for you is not very polite. Somebody heaping guilt on Aquarius, that Aquarius would have a plan for their own life or a place that they feel they must follow, and trying to guilt them over feeling that way doesn't seem to be particularly nice. Now, granted, they're in, look, the Emperor is entitled to feel the way they feel too, but this says Emperor in the reverse is going to heap some tactic and try to delay things for their own comfort, not because they care about Aquarius. And Aquarius is growth. So whomever this is somebody who wants it their way. Instead of just saying, oh man, we're going to miss you. You've been amazing. I mean, honestly, it's going to be really painful to see you go because you've been such a huge help. You've been, blah, blah, blah. This is somebody who instead is going to be like, well, can't you wait? Can't you slow it down? Can't you? But it all seems like it's because their first thought is, I'm going to be inconvenienced. You were making my life easier. And if you're going to actually follow your own path, Aquarius, then my life, I don't get to use you as something that makes my life better anymore. So I will say there is like a negative frequency in amongst all this, even though there's this really positive frequency shift for Aquarius, but around them, we do have somebody who's not going to like that and possibly want to try to bog Aquarius down. Knight of Cups. And Aquarius might get confused for a hot minute about like, oh, wow, is this person really sad to see me go? They want me to stay still. Are they making changes? If this was like a lover who's just, I don't want Aquarius to go, it could be that Aquarius is like, okay, maybe I will delay a little bit because this is somebody turning into a statue and then waiting for this white horse to come arriving. Wait, are they saying that they want to change a behavior? So then maybe we could work on things. Because right now, Aquarius is like, I think there's somebody else up in my future that I'm supposed to be with, or some other place I'm supposed to be. If this has been an unpleasant, or somehow an element of this has just not been fulfilling, even though we had that 10 of Pentacles, still Aquarius has been at the 2 of Wands. I don't know, something in here reeks of like Aquarius has wanted to go for a while because it doesn't really click. It doesn't really work. And now what I think we're uncovering is the part that was the 10 of Pentacles is that as long as Aquarius stays and gives somebody what they want, they get the 10 of Pentacles. But it doesn't look like it's Aquarius's 10 of Pentacles, not when 2 cards say I'm always looking at the door. I'm always thinking that I think I should go. I always think that there's something else I'm supposed to gravitate toward that would make me happier. I always am looking at, is there something else in my future and even someone else in my future for me to build a better, more like aligned life with? I think we're watching this Aquarius give this emperor who's going to start arguing with them about, why don't you stay? I think Aquarius is going to give that person some extra time thinking, okay, is it that they're trying to change something to hopefully persuade me to want to stay? I'll wait. I can delay a bit. But we have the Justice card sideways. But I think in Aquarius's mind, maybe that's going to be perfect, because if they say, I will give a little bit of time, maybe it's, 11 days, just because Justice card is 11. And I will give them 11 days so that I can see what is it that they think would be different if I stayed. They must have a plan. They must want to love me better, or, show me more attention or something, right? And then when that doesn't happen, then it's like, okay, I know now with confidence, I'm allowed to close a chapter, because I realize this is somebody who just wants it their way. They're not trying to say, oh my God, you're amazing. Could you see if wait and let me see if I can make you happy and offer you something to make you stay. It simply is a one-sided thing where they just want it to go their way. They're not making any concessions. They're not making any changes. So I think when that happens, that's where Aquarius is able to say, okay, I'm not being unfair or selfish to say, I'm not going to stay. You had 11 days to show me some kind of change, but there isn't a change. It was just, I'm supposed to stay put for your convenience. And I think, again, we're talking about frequency changes. I don't see, Aquarius upset. I feel like if anything, they're saying, okay, now I know I don't have to worry about this. They can accuse me of being unfair, but I know that I'm not. I know that I have a right to change. I know I have a right to get on my true life path that I've sensed I should for a while. And so now I can go. And I don't know who the King of Swords is. I haven't met him yet. I can't see his face yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm meant to be with somebody who will really be a match for me. Do we have one last message here? Anything from just the universe on this one? 7 of Pentacles. It says, it has been a long time coming. But there's been a lot of growth that's occurred. And this is where we like cash in the harvest. This is where all of the pumpkins are grown. It kind of actually feels like in this storyline, and please remember, I am not advising somebody that they should leave a partner or anything like that. This story is a fictional story about a fictional character. But in this story, it says this change has been coming for a long time. And it's now Aquarius can see the full picture. They can see it from, like, I have invested plenty of time. I am confident now of, the direction I'd like to go, which is a different direction, and it's a direction right for me. I feel like Aquarius is moving forward, and they're quite certain by the end of this story. All right, I'm going to leave this here. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I really appreciate you guys. Bye for now.